Hey guys, I am in Maui right now and I was planning on going to the beach all day today, but because of the coronavirus, I think they've just shut down all of the beaches. They had caution tape and signs saying that the beach was closed all over the place. So I came back to my hotel and I'm trying to make the most of it. So I decided to do a Q&A video. So I posted on my Instagram for y'all to ask questions. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you don't have to, but you can if you want to. So I'll put my Instagram handle here. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay. First question, are you taking a leave of absence or are you going to continue to fly next month? No, I didn't take a leave of absence. I didn't really want to, so no, I'm still gonna be on reserve next month. Did you play sports growing up? I saw you kick a field goal at the Cowboys Stadium. Yes, I played a lot of sports growing up, but soccer and tennis were the ones that I stuck with. How was your face-to-face interview process? It was actually great. I loved my face-to-face interview. They had us in a group at first at like separated tables, and we had like 20 or 30 people in the whole interview. And then we had like a one-on-one interview. I really liked it. I really, like, everything just kind of like fell into place for me that day. So I had a really good experience with my face-to-face interview. Are the pilots' schedules similar to yours? Yes, their reserve might be a little bit different, but for the most part, pilots and flight attendants have similar schedules. What made you want to become a flight attendant? This is super cliche, but I just love to travel, so I just wanted to have a job where I get to travel. Advice on flight attendant training: get good sleep, study as much as you can, and however you study well, study that way. Like, if you study well in a group, then get a group together, and if you study by yourself better, then study by yourself. And prepare yourself as much as you can before you even go to training. Like, they sent us a packet of a lot of information that we would need to know beforehand, and that was really helpful for me. I got a CJO right before the hiring freeze, and I wonder if I'll lose the job. I don't think you'll lose the job, but it'll just get pushed back. Your training will be pushed back. I think that, you know, the airlines are going to pick back up and everything is going to go back to normal, but I don't think that they would just turn you away because of the situation that we're in right now. Do you meal prep for trips? Yes, like 99% of the time. How do you like living in Dallas? Is it everything you thought it would be? I love living in Dallas. I love my apartment. I love the location of it. The only thing that I don't like is that I'm like 30 minutes away from the airport, but apparently in Texas that's like close. To me, that is such a long drive. But no, I really do like it. Is it everything I thought it would be? Probably not, but I definitely don't have plans on moving anytime soon. How long have you been a flight attendant? Almost 2 years exactly. Today is March 23rd and I graduated training March 29th, 2 years ago. Do you feel unsafe flying during the virus? No, I don't really feel unsafe. Everything has been clean and sanitized, probably more than usual lately, so I don't feel like I shouldn't be traveling, and I don't feel like I've seen people traveling on my flights recently who shouldn't be traveling either. So no, I don't feel unsafe at all. Can you do a video on how you bid and WINB? Is that what's in my bag? Yeah, I can do that. How I bid, I'm not good at bidding, so I probably won't do a video on that just because I don't know how, and I need to learn a lot about bidding. What is your favorite song? Great Day to Be Alive, Travis Tritt. This is the song that whenever crew scheduling calls me at 2 o'clock in the morning, this is what I'm listening to on my way to the airport. Like, I just love that song. What is your favorite movie or TV show? I don't have a favorite movie, but my favorite TV show is The Office. I love The Office. What is your favorite and least favorite part of being a flight attendant? Definitely flying for free and getting paid to travel is my favorite part. But my least favorite part is reserve, just being able to get called in the middle of the night or having my plans ruined. I don't like that. Nobody likes that. Do you think they will ban travel altogether? No, and even if they did, I don't think that it would last long. Are you able to find much to eat outside of the hotel? Yes, the hotel gave us a list of everything around us that's still open right now. So yesterday I went down to like a food truck and got dinner. But I think that a lot of restaurants around here are still open just for like takeout and stuff. When do you think everything will go back to normal? I think probably by the fall. Our flights are reduced, like our whole airline has reduced its flights domestically and internationally until September. So I think and I hope that after that things will start to go back to normal. Oh, my brother said, when are you coming home? I don't know. Any tips on becoming a morning person? Go to bed early, I guess. coffee. What's your favorite Starbucks drink? I'm actually not a big Starbucks girl. If I do get Starbucks, I'll get a black coffee and then I'll put my own creamer in it because I always travel with my own creamer. Ever been to Toronto, Canada? No. I actually had a trip after this trip to Toronto, a 2-day trip, and it got canceled because we canceled all of Mexico and Canada. And last summer, I was supposed to go to Toronto twice, and both of those got canceled. So I may never make it to Toronto. We'll see. Can you share your scariest experience on an airplane? Okay, so last week, I did a Miami turn, and I was vlogging the trip, so I don't know why I didn't talk about this, but we were in Dallas taking off for Miami, and I was in the back. I was the number 4, and so we were about to take off, and the plane just like started shaking. It was the craziest noise. I thought that the engine was on fire. I thought we were gonna have to I thought the captain was about to say we needed to evacuate. Like, I was so scared, and I was like ready to open my door, just like send all the passengers up. I was like ready to look out the window for fire and debris and stuff. So the airplane is just like shaking in place, and then we just shoo. It was the craziest takeoff I've ever experienced. It was so scary. I don't know why, like, the captain didn't say anything about it, but I was so scared. Being away for days at a time is a relationship difficult as a flight attendant. I don't want to say too much about my personal life, but I would say short answer, yes, especially if you're with somebody who doesn't understand the lifestyle, or even if they travel for work too, and like your schedules just don't line up. Yeah, that can be difficult. With all the flights you've been on, have any made you nervous? Passengers, bad turbulence. Last week when that plane took off like a rocket ship, that made me really nervous, but I've never had turbulence that was bad enough for me to be scared. A few weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, I had a passenger who had a seizure in flight, and that was pretty scary. We had doctors on board who like helped him out and helped us out with him. I mean, they had to get out like an IV and put an IV in him, and that was intense. So that definitely had me freaked out. But other than that, I don't think that I've had too many experiences that made me nervous. The next question is burgers or pizza? I don't know if you've noticed that those are my 2 favorite foods, but that's a tough one. I'm gonna say pizza because you can't really mess up pizza, you know? If you weren't a flight attendant, what else would you see yourself doing? I don't know. That's kind of the thing that I've been thinking about, like with people being furloughed and stuff like that. I don't know what I would do as far as like a full-time job. I don't ever want to go back to a time in my life where I had to pay full price for a plane ticket. I got my degree in psychology, but I have no desire to work in psychology ever. That would be like a backup plan. I don't know. When you go on a 2 or 3 day trip, do you take extra uniforms or do you get them dry cleaned? No, I never get anything dry cleaned. I just put it in the washer. And no, I never take extra uniforms either. If it gets dirty, I'll wash it when I get home. As a new hire, what essentials go in your reserve bag? A bathing suit, always, because you just never know when you're gonna get a long layover in LA or Miami or Fort Lauderdale, anywhere with a beach or a pool. I always have a bathing suit. Are you gonna take a leave? What were your leave options? They offered 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, I think up to 12 months of leave, like extended leave options. I don't know that I'll take any of those. If I did, I would probably just take a month off. If I did, it would be May or sometime in the summer, so I could go home and be with my family for a whole month. Have you ever overslept and missed your flight? No, knock on wood. Most embarrassing mishap on a flight? I'm sure there's been many. I can't think of anything. I don't get embarrassed easily though. I mean, I laugh at myself anytime something embarrassing happens. Is it fun jumping down the emergency slide? Yes, but I've only done it once. We only had to do it one time in training, and that was it. Favorite thing to do outside of work? Travel. But I also I love summer, and I love the beach, the pool, just being outside, like hiking and stuff like that. I just love stuff like that. Did you work at a regional airline before your current company? No, this airline that I work for now is the only airline that has ever hired me. I applied to probably like 5 other airlines before this one, and this was the first one to give me a CJO, so here I am. Do you see yourself being a flight attendant until you retire? Yes, absolutely. Okay, sorry, my camera was dying, so I charged it a little bit, and now we're back. Next question is, what do you do to not get lonely?
I'm pretty introverted and I don't get lonely very often, but I do keep up with my family and I FaceTime them and talk to them a lot. So if I ever do feel lonely, I talk to my family. Can you film a skincare routine? Your skin always looks so good. Well, thank you. I have had acne for like the past 3 years, so my skincare is all about managing my acne. So I have like dermatologist prescribed like acne medication and stuff like that. But if you want to see that, I can film that. It's just that I know that my skin is different from most people my age. Are you scared for being at risk to COVID-19 while traveling? No, not really. I know that people my age have recovered from it, so I'm definitely not worried about getting it and then being sick. I mean, I definitely don't want to get sick. But like I've said before, the planes have been super clean and sanitized, like more than I've ever seen them. So I think it's probably even safer for me to be traveling right now when there are fewer people and people are just being even more cautious. Let's see, we have a few more questions. Where's your favorite layover? I would say San Diego has probably been my favorite layover, domestic, and then international, I would say Paris. Best in-flight shoes. My in-flight shoes are actually from Walmart. They're just like loafers and I love them. They're so comfy. What's your favorite airplane? Airbus 319, the baby bus. There's only 8 seats up front and only 3 flight attendants, and I love being the number 1 on a 319. Did you and Sydney know each other before you were flight attendants? I love her and you. No, Sydney and I went to the same college, but we didn't meet until we both moved to Dallas. Whenever I was in flight attendant training, she messaged me on Instagram. Then whenever we both moved to Dallas, we got together and then we've been friends ever since. Preferred pantyhose brand. Sheer Energy Suntan. Are you finding it difficult to do anything on overnights now? This is actually my first trip since everything was closed down due to the coronavirus, so I guess I haven't noticed anything yet, but I probably will. Okay, so those are all the questions that I have. So that is going to be it for this quarantine Q&A. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.